Hi everyone, welcome back to the Elden Ring 100% walkthrough where we're playing an Int Faith build. We are in the Academy of Raya Lucaria. We're beginning from a schoolhouse classroom. We're actually going to go left. Now, you see all these bookshelves with books on them? There's one that is conspicuously different. This one. Whenever you see in this academy a wall where the bookshelves are empty, it's not a real bookshelf. It's fake. So that tells you there's a secret passage. You see this, you can jump out and down. Go around this way. Jump up. Then come over here, snag this glintstone crown. You can see we're kind of back outside the schoolhouse. Okay, I'm gonna head this way. Alright, I feel like we can, probably gonna regret this. Time to find a cliff to fall off of. So if you crouch here, you might be able to get, this guy without getting... I think we're just gonna go for it, alright. These guys will hit you really quickly. So you can see they're all mad now. But there's the pot that you want to lure down. Oh, that was still too close. There we go. You want to take that out and then you can go in and get these guys. These guys are really annoying because they cast very quickly. So I obviously can't really use the Sword of Night and Flames ashes. Now you could see there is a door here that we can't get through. We're going to get to that from a different path here in a minute. The two people shooting you. Here. Oh. Alright. Okay. Wow, perfectly missing. Okay. Alright, there we go. Things are calm. Now, you can see the messages, but also clue into the fact no bookshelf, or no books on the bookshelf, rather. You can see the Comet spell, that spell's very good. Stone Sword Key, and now we can climb up. And then if you look here, there's a path down that you can take. And then again. You can see the Graven-School Talisman. Now if you come over here, You'll see. There are a bunch of pots that you could fight if you want. I don't think they'll even leave this room, though. So just to kind of sum up the things we've gotten. Conspectus Scroll, the Glintstone Crown, Comet, and the Graven-School Talisman. I think I actually missed the cookbook. Gotta run back for a second because I spaced and did not open the chest. It's right here. There we go. Sorry about that. Now the Graven-School Talisman actually, that's very good. It increases the potency of your sorceries. So it just straight up makes, it's like, let's see, what do we have on right now? So we have Erd Tree Favor, so like, that is an example of where we could probably make our sorceries a little stronger. For when we're casting. Since I took off the Erd Tree, I want to make sure I'm not fat rolling. Alright, so now we want to fight the Red Wolf of Radagon. This is kind of a funny boss, because by the time you get to it, if you've been doing a walkthrough like this, you're just so powerful that he just kind of melts. It's just kind of funny, right? Because I've never learned his moveset very well because by the time you get here, it's literally like, well, you'll see, he dies in like, 3 hits or something. So, fire is the way to go against him. He is 40% resistant to magic, so if you're using the Sword of Night and Flame like I am, you're going to want to do use the fire aspect. I cannot remember if our physic is set up for fire. I think it still is. So, how many push-its do we have left? Alright. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. So we want to equip our dagger and do Golden Vow to really get the strong buff here. See? It's like literally 3 hits. Yes, that was 3 hits. It's why I don't... It's a little frustrating, right? Because you kind of have to do like a rune level 1 run, or just don't level up in order for that boss to be any kind of a challenge. Oh, we're very, very close to a level. Let's see if we can get one. We checked on... Yeah, we should be able to get... If we use both of those... We got our Vigor to 30, which I'm satisfied with for now, so I think we'll just continue to pump up our Intelligence and Faith. When we get our Intelligence to 34, I'm going to start seeing me use Ancient Death Rankler more. Alright, so from here... Oh, we did get a Memory Stone also, worth noting. So now from here, when you head out, there's going to be a lot of like looping out from this Grace and then coming back to it. There's a lot of kind of short runs out you can do. So up here, we've got some jars and a caster. And then we can go this way. So kind of doing the things that, you know, involve going out, right out. If you come over here, you can come down onto here. There's a ladder up. And then come out here, jump up, come in. You can see we're kind of above where we fought the wolf. This gets you Radagon Icon. This is excellent. So what this does is, I haven't talked about this in this walkthrough yet, but Dexterity shortens your spellcasting time as you raise it. So that is an actual way in which Dexterity assists spellcasters. This talisman actually also does that. So it's like you added a bunch of Dexterity, just for the purposes of spellcasting time. So this is a going to equip if you're needing to get spells off more quickly. So we're going to warp... Oh, that's the wrong grace. Debate Parlor is where the guy was. Alright, so from the Debate Parlor now, we can head out into the main area here. So we want to unlock a shortcut door. And we're going to get the Glintstone Whetblade, which will be really nice. Just going to come up here. And I can see the Glintstone Whetblade. Now you do have to deal with some rapid casting jerks up here. So if you go here, you can see there's a shortcut door. We're going to open that a little later. And then if you jump out and down this way, you can unlock a shortcut door that'll make it easy to come up here. So now we're kind of in the central huge area here. There is one of those abductors. Remember, they are weak to lightning. I've been lazy and have not taken the lift up to grab our seal that we're going to use for the rest of the game, so I'm still not really using incantations. But we'll get Lightning Spear going once I get that seal. We'll get Lightning Spear going. But let's put Oleg to work here. Our boy Oleg. Let's see which. I want to see which does better here. So fire wasn't all that great. Oh yeah, magic's way better against those guys. It is not necessary to abuse the crabs. Oh, I love the sound his swords make when he gets them out. He does that dramatic, like, unsheathing of his swords. Oleg's cool. So if you come over here, let's see a rather big crab will come out, which Oleg will help us out with. Just trying to remember if there's anything. Oh, we can watch someone presumably jump off the cliff is presumably what they did. This is the way forward to the boss over there. So this is much smaller than Stormvale Castle. Somebody hide a message in there. So come over here. Maybe I should heal. There we go. So we'll come over here. Get this. And there is a golden seed to get. And another one of those crowns is over here. You're going to see a number of these little glowy crabs. I'll show you over here. When we kill them, you get a crown. So these crowns increase intelligence in various ways, usually to the detriment of another stat. Was he really going nuts over a crab? That's really funny. Alright, so from here we can head back. I'm going to try to be a little meticulous here if I pause. I'm just making sure I get all of the important items. So we are doing very well so far. Again, this is not a multiple episode legacy dungeon. I mean, I guess the part outside you could kind of count as having been part of the Academy, which we did in an earlier episode. So we're going to take the shortcut here. Just always checking to make sure if they drop something. I'm going to have one of those marionettes over here. Here. There's a little bit of loot to get right here. Then come around and go up the ladder. So here, just be very, very careful. There are multiple enemies, but you can pick them off. Quite sure why I lost a lock on there. And then there's another one. I think we could go ahead and take this guy out. He's kind of magic resistant, but this keeps him from casting. And then there's one up there. A little bit of loot around the corner. Yep. Just be absolutely sure I got everything. Yeah, okay, so now from here. We're gonna fall and then fall again. And now skill required ahead, what they're talking about is you need to make a really, really big jump. And if you mess it up, you'll die. But it's a running sprint jump. Like that. And then you want to go this way. Oh. Where'd you come from? Did he literally just... Wow. They literally both just fell. That's hilarious. Okay. Anyway, we're going this way. jump again. With them taken out, you can climb. We're gonna get a crossbow up here. Climbing very, very high. Let me come over to this chest. I have to remember where the safe... Oh, I think this message is telling you where the safe drop point it was, yeah. So we can... This gets you back, right? This was the loot that you could see when you were first... When we first came here and fell down there, you could see this loot right here, so this is how you get it. So now we can go back down. Make that jump again. Try not to mess it up. Oh, I'm proud of us. It's another big jump here. Remember, you kind of have to claw grip your controller because you're holding down circle to sprint and then you still have to hit X to jump. So that it's like a claw grip on the controller. And then that's the loot that's not worth getting. Or maybe you can just go get it later. I'm trying to remember if you can get up there. We'll check on that in a minute. But the loot we actually want is over here. You know what you want to watch out for? I hear someone. Where are they? Is it that guy? Okay. Now you want to be careful here because there is some loot that you don't want to miss. There's one of those glowy crabs. So just yeah, you can see so it's like here, and then here, and then the message, very helpful message there. Gives you another one of the crowns, and then you can keep falling. The somber there. And then if you go over, where was it? Oh yeah, it's across there. But we're not getting it just yet. But you can see there's a crab to get there. So just kind of keeping yourself oriented to remember that's there. So then from here, get another imbued sword key, and then make this jump. You can see that. Oh, I feel like I nearly fell there. And then, just remember, refresh my memory if, yeah, there's something back that way. Okay, so now we're good to go down, but we want to take these guys out. Trying to remember, yeah, this was the loot. These guys are very easy to guard counter because they just tend to do the one hit. And then from here you can go into the church. We're above the church right now, all the way back. Just want to remind myself if there was anything out here. No, we're okay. Now this next part's a little dangerous. So what you want to do is fall onto the chandelier with the loot. You can see that there. So just kind of line yourself up and fall onto this, and then you can fall right under the chandelier. And now there are enemies that you have to worry about when you fall down. So that's what's tricky about this part. In fact, I'm just gonna like get myself healed up, even though it takes a potion. And then this is where that crab was that we saw outside. It's over here. A slashing weapon like this. Swords bounce off of it. So these kind of crowns could be good for us, but they just make you look ridiculous. So I just can't. I can't bring myself. There's an extremely dangerous enemy at the end of this hallway. Extremely dangerous. Guess I'll go for the... When I get close enough. Yeah. He might be way too fast for me to... Yeah. He might be way too fast for the... This is a very, very difficult enemy. Or, I mean, sort of difficult. In the sense that I can just kill him with a sword. But yeah, very difficult if you try to, like, fight him with Sword of Night and Flame. And then we come over and get Azur's Glintstone Staff. To show that, this actually will reduce the casting time of all your sorceries at the expense of additional FP. So, that's the downside. I am double checking that we got everything. I think we did, yeah. There may have been, we may have left that one incidental loot on the roof, but it was, I think, just like a rune, golden rune. And of course, runes we just can farm at any point, so we're not fussed about that. All right, so from here we can go back to the debate parlor. I don't think I activated this. I spend all this time activating these summoning pools, but it's not like I do co-op in a walkthrough. Crabwood. Harming no one. I'm just a bad person. So if you see this, when you come out here and you go up, there will be a bowling ball that will come rolling down. That. If you hug the right side of the stairwell, you'll be okay. But you'll want to let one come down again. you want to get this loot, and then you get right. Well, normally you're okay. Doesn't hit that hard anyway. We can take out the guy who is responsible for that once we get into there, but you'll see this is locked from the other side. This is a teleporter that you don't have to concern yourself with. I'm curious what message people left. Be wary. So there is going to be an invader here. Now I think fire will be better here. Oh, it's way too slow. Now he can break your posture. Or like counterattack you rather. Wow. Okay. This is also an awkward fight because you end up in all these really crappy positions. Oh, that's gonna hit him. That should be good. There we go. He's a Carian Knight just like us. Had the same outfit on. Gets you the Carian Knight's shield. It comes with no skill. Excels when facing magic or holy attacks. That is down here. So you can see it's actually really, really good against magic. Really, really good. And it comes with no skill, so we can just put that on. Now we're a full-blown Carian Knight. Everything matches. So if you take the elevator up here, this is what leads you to the boss, the final boss of this academy. Oh yeah, let's get the real enemy here. And here's our shortcut door. This was the one that we noticed back at the, you see where the two guys were throwing down on top of the pile there. That's how we get that. So now we can just run. We don't have to do the bowling ball or any of that stairway, whatever. But we can actually completely stop the bowling ball guy by going over here. You want to be very, very cautious. And this is the door we literally just tried to open. Like over there is where we fought the Moongrum or whatever. So we can go over here. This is where you want to be very careful because there's a guy here. And you can actually take him out if you don't. It's kind of tricky. They expect you to see the pumpkin guy and get really excited and go for him. And oh, he's good against fire, I guess. Magic. There's another one here. Oh, I'm amazed we did not aggro this guy. It's probably the smoothest I've ever done that. So now the bowling ball won't roll down the stairs, and you could come up that way if you wanted. Precious item ahead, therefore try jumping. I think that just goes down to the teleporter. I mean, which, you know, is an option, I suppose. And then you can kind of like look out here. You can see that's where the bowling ball was being dropped. Where's the door? Uh, maybe it was actually just down here? Yeah, it was. So that might be a piece of advice I would give is before you go up in case you get killed, you could open this door, and then it would be easier to get back to them. A little easier. So this is Rennala right there, through those doors. We're gonna save her for her own episode, where I talk about what to do, etc. So this is actually where we will stop. I actually recommend going back and resting, just so you're at full strength, have your Flask of Wonders Physic, and so on. But this will be the fight when we resume. Until next time.